Reuben's rant.
Now, my rant this week is all about investment or interest-only loans for investments. I've talked about this before. I'm not a big bank basher myself. I think the banks have generally served the Australian public well, but there always are some exceptions. And one of the exceptions is the way they have priced interest rates on interest-only loans. Now, what happened is APRA, which is the supervisory body of the banks, were concerned about the irresponsible lending, people borrowing too much, not paying their debt down at all when they buy investment properties or even when they're buying their own home. And interest-only loans mean that people are just paying the interest and they're not paying the capital back. And they said to the banks, you've got to put a clamp on this, and your growth of interest-only loans has to be much, much lower than what it is. So what the banks did is said, okay, in order to discourage that, and possibly make sense, that they increased the interest rates on interest-only loans, on new interest-only loans going forward. But not only did they increase the interest rates on new interest-only loans, they increased the interest rates on existing interest-only loans as well. So they went across the board in their whole loan book and they increased the rates. Now, I don't see how increasing a rate on an existing interest-only loan is actually helping stem future growth in it. I actually saw that as being a bit of a pricing gouge by the banks, which they were able to do under the cover of the political climate, which was curbing interest-only loans. But they didn't need to increase the interest on existing interest-only loans, but they've done that, and that's had a really good effect on their profit in the short term.